2.68. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APG Jamie, and today we're going to make some altered guest checks. Now, I started off, I pulled them loose from the pad and I coffee dyed them. Okay, that's the pictures that you're seeing now. Coffee dyeing. So anyway, here they are, all nice and dried up for us to use. So we're just going to set them aside. Now, I had already went through some store-bought ephemera and kind of separated out some stuff that I wanted to use and some of the Tim Holtz paper dolls. I just love those paper dolls, y'all. Oh, Lords, I love them. Any hooties. I've got some stamp sets that came with a stencil. You know, they're what are they? Dina Weekly? Yes, I do believe. Oh, y'all, there's a list of ingredients in the description box below the video. Please click on the word more to see more. Any hoots, so that's where you'll find the actual stencil and stamp names, because I'll be using some clear acrylic stamps as well eventually, somewhere along the line. Right now I'm just using these stencils and some archival inks in various colors, and yes, those ink colors will be listed in the description box below. And I'm just using, you know, one of those handy dandy blending tools. I love the round ones, y'all, just saying, because I like them way more better than the rectangles. There's nothing wrong with the rectangles, but I really like the round ones. So any hoodies, I was just rubbing that one off on my drop paper there to get off any excess ink, which there really wasn't any. In this particular segment, I was under a time crunch, okay? And I was just showing y'all my egg timer to show you that I was under a time crunch. And I must say, the timer went off and I just kept right on inking. So, I was just a wee bit late. Not much, just, you know, a few. Just a few. So, yes, I'm pretty much going to show you every stinking one. And I made 6 of them, y'all. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And guess what? They're going in the card lottery. Card lottery. And this was inspired by a photograph that CJ posted in Crafting Mama's Facebook group, of which I'm a member. Not necessarily a real active member, but still a member, okay, y'all? And I thought, oh, I love those. Guess what? I have some guest checks. I'm going to do me some of them. I'm so going to copy that girl. She doesn't do video yet. I mean, maybe we can eventually convince her. It could happen. Any hoots. Hey, CJ. Hey, Crafting Mamas. I love my mamas. And so we're just going around. Oh, that's a folk art crackle stamp. I just found that one, y'all, at the Michaels, I do believe, or it might have been, I think it was Michaels. I like crackle stamps. That's like my 3rd one. They're different sizes, and they're all different crackles, too. And while I was looking at the crackles, I said, well, look at this here star stamp, or stencil. I just love this star stencil. I don't think I have another one of those. I might have one that has, I don't know. No, it's the only star stencil I have, right? It's my story. I'm going to stick to it. And I'm still just inking along. And I know, it's very exciting, y'all. Would you believe I worked on these things for a total of time, probably about 3.5, maybe 4 hours, okay? Maybe. And could you believe I didn't use the fuchsia, even though I love fuchsias? Anywho, I whittled this video down to just over 22 minutes, okay? So, did I say parts of this video were sped up? Most of it's sped up, and some of it's even more spedded up, all right? And that sound you hear in the background would be my air conditioner. I am out here in the studio doing my voiceover, as opposed to being in the house. And it's hot, y'all. The air conditioner's on because it's hot right now. Okay. So now we're moving on. We got all our little back stenciled inked on there, and now I'm going to do some stamping. I don't stamp too many of them, y'all, just a few. And I found this play money in my stash, because sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, I need that. I don't know what I need that for, but I need that. And that was play money, and it most likely came from the dollar store. You know how you can find those little play sets so you can teach children how to count monies, but you don't want to use real monies. Anyway, that's what that is. Those are all play monies, and I think I have more than one set of play monies, because that would be so like me. What did I do with the plastic coin parts? I don't know. I might have gave them to the grandchildren to play with. I only have 13 of them, so just saying. So anyway, I already knew in advance, okay, that I was going to put a heavy, cardstock, scrapbook, designer cardstock, whatever it's being referred to as these days, all right, on the back of these guest chests, because, that's just kind of flimsy little old paper, So, those things that I'm making to wrap around, I thought I would just wrap them around on the back on the cardstock. Now, there'll be a little catch on that later. Okay, I won't totally spoil you a surprise that happens in about, 15 minutes or so. Okay, so when I'm inking around this one, because I thought about it to ink around this one, I didn't get all of them inked around because I didn't think about inking all of them. I was kind of going in and out. I had stuff to do, y'all. I had stuff to do. Here's my favorite glues. So I tore the money because I didn't want it to be visible where it says play money. I didn't want that to just be all shining out that this is play money, y'all. It's not real money. It's just play money, because I want it to look kind of like real money. Now, some of it I put some greenish, tintish kind of ink on it, and most of it I didn't, which is kind of a gray color. I mean, it's kind of got a little gray-green kind of color going on, but, that's beside the point. So I have these brads. I have out several different packages of several different brands. So I don't know. I didn't keep track of the brands or nothing. All right. I just said brads in general. Not the Brad Pitts, but just in general. That's plastic, fruit bag netting. That's the only little piece I used right here. That's it. I liked it. Makes me happy. I'm going to use that stuff again, so I have it over there in my pile of treasure. I cleaned out some of my studio and got rid of some of my treasures. Recycle bin to the rescue. Hallelujah. It's looking nice in here, y'all. Well, it's looking pretty nice, y'all. Anywho, it might be about time to do another tour. I don't know. I have to think about that a little bit more. A couple more years, I guess. So anywho, we're just going along, and I'm getting out the stuff that I had pre-gathered. I didn't work out how I was going to put these things together, y'all. And that one had like some punch places in it, so I just went in and punched hose out so it'd be real punched out hose. And I had some washi tape, so I'm using some washi tapes. And don't know any brands on those, because I've just got oh, sorry about that. It's my microphone's rubbing all around because I'm turning my head over there to look at my Roscog, and it's the top one's kind of full of washi tapes. We're not going to talk about that either. So anywho, some of these I piddle-farted around with a long time before I kind of settled on what I was going to do. Hence the reason why I speeded it up more faster in lots of places. Okay? Now, I love the washi tapes. I didn't want it to be straight lines, so I kind of ripped it and toured it so that it would be jagged edge. A little more organic. Isn't that the cliche word these days? It looks a little more organic like that. And I'm just sticking the stuff down. I'm going to stick my little man on there because I got 3 women's and 3 men's because it's 6 this time. Well, actually, it's 5 in the card lottery, and then one of them's going in a rack because of the wonderful things he does. Random song breakage outage. And not everybody gets the play money either. Did I ruin that surprise for y'all? No worries. I like to do in these because I'm real happy with how they turned out. Anyway, later on you'll see me putting cardstocks on the back. Designer cardstock, y'all. That's fancy stuff. And then I cut some plain cardstock and made pockets. I put pockets on it. I guess technically I could just cut that part out of the video, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to leave it in there. I almost sounded like Oakley for a minute there. Oakley cracks me up. That's Patty Tolly Parrish's little puppy, Oakley. He's a hoot and a half, a hoot and a half. So that one didn't stamp quite dark enough, so I did it again. That's a French blue, y'all, and it's a pretty pale kind of color. I like it. Not because it's pale, but just because I like it. Oh, this guy, he's going to get some skeleton head skulls. He's going to get some skulls on his washi tape. It's going to have skulls on it. And I'm going to pop up that stamp with a little foam tape here in just a minute. Wait for it. Any day. There's the foam tape. I put it up just on the back of that stamp, and then I kind of bunched it and crinkled it up so that it would kind of, be just a little puffed up. Just a little puffed up. Not a lot puffed up. Just a little puffed up, yeah. And here's the skull washi tape. It's actually kind of fun. Because I'm trying to put it on there so that you can't necessarily see the background, but I want you to see the background. So then I end up tearing off another little piece and adding that on. And that's just some ever so slightly thinned down Aileen's original tacky glue so I can get it out that little tiny square bottle so I can get just little tiny bits of it. Okay? Okay. And, yeah, I'm just putting stuff around and gluing it down and sticking down washi tapes and brads. And later on, when y'all not looking, I'm just going to go ahead and spoil the surprise right now. Later on, when y'all not looking, I put some jewels on some of them. Not the fellas. I didn't put any on the fellas because I didn't know. I just thought it kind of looked a little odd with jewels on the fellas. And I put some sentiments on there. I can't remember which package I used, but it's in the list of ingredients. La 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 in the description box. Yes, it is. So making around, I didn't use a dark colored ink all the time. Sometimes I used colored ink, and sometimes I used coffee. Well, that's a colored ink too. Anyway, coffee color. It's a brown. I like that. And these tags smell like coffee. So whoever wins your package is going to smell like coffee. Probably, most likely. And there's a little bit further underneath the ingredients and all that hoo-ha. There's some information about the card lottery. Should you be interested, just take a little gander down there and look, see what you think. Or not. I won't know unless you tells me. Look, I got her standing up there on that sightseeing ticket square thing. I kind of made her a pocket, but then later on I think I sealed that up because I went over these. Should I just keep telling you what I'm doing at the end, or should we just wait for the end? Okay, we'll just wait. So there we are, working on another one. We got 6 of them, y'all. I lost count where we was. There's my air conditioner because it's hot, y'all. It is hot. I mean, it's like when they turned, we actually had an awesome spring. Normally, our spring is like 1-2 days maybe, and then it's summer, okay? This year, we had like a month and a half of spring. Just brilliant, you guys. Just brilliant. But when the spring stopped, it was summer, like normal. Beautiful weather, 70, 74, 75, 78 even. Great spring. And then bam, 90s. It's even hot at night already, which is not good. Oh, this flour, I thought I would use that flour because I had them paper flowers out over there, but no, I ended up not using it because I'm like, no, I just don't like that. So that's why I zipped fast through that one. Any hooties. Tomatoes. That's what I wanted to talk about. Tomatoes. Tomatoes, the blooms will only set on your tomato plants if it's the temperature is in the 70s. Once the nighttime temperature reaches 80, pretty much 79 and 80, your blooms are not going to set and you're not going to get any more maters. Okay? So, yeah. I know it's been disappointing for me too, because I sure like real tomatoes off a real plant out of my yard, and they sure love the south side of my house. I'm just saying. So here we are. We're inking around that girl in purple. I think I did a couple people in purple. I don't know, purple people eater. I just thought of that. Oh, that's funny. That's right. Fly purple people eater. I want, fly purple people eater. That's an old song back before my time. Okay? Yes, back before my time. Now that gauzy looking stuff was actual gauze, not cheesecloth. Okay, now this is the part I want to tell you about. Now these tags are a particular size. And y'all know I don't answer no rulers. I got a lot of them, but I don't answer to them. So I laid it down there and figured out where it was, and I put a piece of clear tape for the width and a piece of tape for the length of it. Okay, so that's what I'm cutting my cardstock, designer cardstock, scrapbook cardstock for the backs. I'm cutting them to that size. Okay, I'm hurrying up. I'm trying to hurry up, y'all. Yeah, we got less than 20 minutes for this video. Less than 20 minutes to play out. It is really less than 20. It's like, I don't know, 30. So now I'm going to use some Yes paste. I have it. I need to use it up. I just need to get that out of here and use it up. So I'm smeared it on the back of my designer cardstock, card papers, just whatever. And using my little wooden roller over here, which is a kitchen gadget, not a brayer, but it's almost like a brayer, and just rolling over them so those pieces get nice and married, okay, because we want them stuck forever. And I just keep doing that, and sometimes it got a little gappy on the side, especially on the ones that had the brads on them, you know, because it kind of like makes it puff up or whatever. So I'm just wrapping it around and using my little glues and wrapping around the little washi tapes and just doing that infinity. Now here's the pocket, and I'm putting the pocket on the bottom, and now I decided I need to just wrap that stuff around on top of the pocket, you know. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm inking around them. Some of them you don't see me ink around, but I do ink around all of them, okay? Okay. So, yeah. And I signed the backs of them, just a little signature down there. And then I put this little note in the pocket telling the winners, hey, you're the winner, you know. I don't call them a chicken dinner, but, you know, I think they'll understand that that's inferred. Now I'm going to do a little shading, and I'm just going to use a watercolor pencil. I think it's Kimberly General's, whatever. Ingredients, y'all. And now this will stay soluble. But between this, just before all this, I went over the whole thing with matte medium, you know, help keep that washi tape stuck down, because some of y'all may know it doesn't necessarily like to stay stuck down. So I went over the whole front of these guest checks, because these aren't tags, these are guest checks, y'all, and with the matte medium. And now I'm just going around and adding some shading with the watercolor pencil and a water brush. That's a very inexpensive water brush. As a matter of fact, I do believe I got it on clearance probably 5, 10, 20 years ago. Maybe not 20 years, maybe not 10. It's been several. And it was on clearance, and I'm still using it, and I was still using it, and I will recommend that you put distilled water in your water brushes, okay? Because if they start getting hot like they do down here in the South, I'm just telling you, you just be real sorry if you got some mold in there, because you ain't never going to get that out. So I do this for all the tags. I don't know if I show you all of them or if I like super fast speed, because I really am trying to show you all of them, okay? The whole 9 yards, y'all. That's football talk for showing you everything. Whole 9 yards. I don't know what that's got to do with anything, but I'm not much of a football person. I used to like the baseballs, and then they had that baseball strike. Y'all remember that back in the olden days? It was the 1900s they had that last baseball strike, and that kind of ticked me off. It did. So I thought, I'm not going to watch y'all no more. I never was no good at playing y'all, so I'm just not going to watch y'all. We're just shading along. shading along. La la la. And I'm mostly shading on the one side because I'm like, all my light's coming from the left. I don't know where y'all's light's coming from today, but mine was coming from the left. So that's what I was doing. I was putting my shadow on the right because the sunshine was coming from the left that day. Actually, if you think about it, if you're right-handed, most of the time it's easier to put your shading on the right, on the right side. So if you're left-handed, I guess your sun's going to be coming up and always on the right. Anyway, I think we're going to wrap that up, and now we're going into a photo montage. How do you like that for creepy voice, people? I love those comments. Not really, but anyway, there they are, photo montage. And I'm going to show you the individual guest checks, as if you'd went to a diner and had a meal or something. See, she's got some jewels on her, and they've all got little sentiments on them. Some of them are a little weird, but hey, no regrets on that one. No, it said regrets. Regards, no regards. Y'all seen that commercial? Maybe not everybody's seen that, especially people in other countries, not America, because that's one of our commercials. No regards. Anyway, Snickers candy bar. There they are, all 6 of them. Now we got another great photos coming up. There they are, all budgeted together. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you guys will try making some altered guest checks if you have them. I think you can pick up the little pads at the Walmarts. I'm not going to swear to it, but I think so, because I'm pretty sure that's where mine came from. And here's our disclaimer screen, as usual. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.